Okay, so next I'm going to make a 20-ounce hot caramel macchiato. The caramel macchiato is made a different way than a traditional latte. It does get the same amount of foam as a traditional latte, but it gets its flavor in the bottom, and then we will swirl it with caramel and then put the milk and then put the espresso through the top. It is a vanilla drink with a hint of caramel. The directions are on the wall here. So the caramel macchiato hot directions, it does tell you there, the vanilla drink with a hint of caramel. For a 12-ounce, you would put 4 pumps of vanilla, 16-ounce, 6 pumps of vanilla, or 20-ounce gets 8 pumps of vanilla. You will then steam the milk, set it aside, swirl the cup with caramel, then you pour the milk in, and then you pour the appropriate amount of espresso shots in through the top of the milk. That is traditionally not a stirred drink, so we will not stir it. You have this particular one is going to be a caramel macchiato made with almond milk versus regular milk. We have milk options are whole milk, fat-free milk, half and half, which stands for Breve. And we do use the half and half. If you're out, you can make half and half. It's basically half regular milk and half heavy cream, and you mix that yourself if you're ever in a pinch, but we do typically keep half and half on hand. We offer, and we keep that in this refrigerator. The almond milk and the coconut milk is in this refrigerator. We go between a couple of different kinds of almond milk, but typically we use the Khalifa almond milk, and we get that from the cooler out front. We do have the shelf-stable almond milk that's similar to this So Delicious coconut milk that is shelf-stable. Whenever you do get that for us to use, you ring it up in the register, and whenever you get ready to check it out, you will do other payment method, and in the notes you will type in store use. Regular milk and fat-free milk is no additional charge. That's included in the price. If the customer would like to do Breve or almond milk or coconut milk, there is an additional charge to that. It is $1 extra, and there's an option in the register to select that so that it will charge the customer properly. If they add extra espresso shots, there's also that option also, because it is an additional charge, as well as adding whipped cream to a hot drink. The only drinks that come with whipped cream are frappes. They come with or without whipped cream, and we give them that option. Okay, so starting out, I'm going to write on the cup caramel macchiato, and then I'm going to do plus almond milk, because we are changing the drink. And make sure whoever is making the drink is aware that they are making it with a different milk, because we definitely don't want to make anybody sick. We cannot guarantee that our equipment is free of cross-contamination of regular dairy milk. If someone has an allergy, if they have a sensitivity or just a life choice of a reason why they use a milk alternative, we want to just let them know that we can't guarantee there's no cross-contamination, because we do use our steam cups and our steam wands for dairy products. So if they want us to, we can clean everything really well and sanitize the steam cup, but like I said, we can't guarantee that there's not a potential for a cross-contamination there. So what I'm going to do is start out with putting my vanilla in the bottom of the cup. Okay, and for the 20 ounce, it said on the recipe it gets 8 pumps. And you want to make sure that your pump fully extends up and goes all the way down, so that you get the proper amount of syrup in the cup. The first step I do, or the second step I do after that, I'm going to do 2 flings. Even though it's a 20 ounce, it does get 3 shots of espresso, but we only do 2 flings, but we will push the large button on here whenever we get ready to draw the espresso. Make sure that it's level, and then you're going to push all the way down until the spring hits the bottom. Tap the loose grinds, and then just a partial turn. Make sure and wipe the top to make sure it's clean. And put it in, and don't pull so much that it moves the espresso machine. And then put your cup under the bottom. I'm going to, I'm not going to do my shots yet because we saved that until last. I'm going to get a steam cup from the top shelf, and then I will come over here and pour my almond milk. This particular cup does not have the steam lines, so until you're experienced enough, I prefer for you to use one that has steam lines so that we don't have waste of milk. Back up. Okay, so I will get my thermometer and I'll get my cloth ready. And it's the same method as everything else. We cannot do a cappuccino with almond milk or coconut milk or Breve because it does not give you enough foam. So it will have to be only enough foam for a latte. But typically a macchiato gets the same amount of foam as a latte. So I'm still going to follow the same steps as far as steaming my milk. I'll steam froth to 100 and steam to 160. Purge my steam wand. Remember not to touch the metal because it will burn your fingers. So if you have to move your steam wand or move your cup, you want to make sure to only use the rubber part. Okay, so I froth to 100 degrees, and then I'll put my cup in the rest of the way, all the way up to 160. When we stop at 160 or 155 or 150, depending on what size drink you make, that is not the end temperature because the milk continues to climb in temperature. So you'll have approximately 165 to 170 degrees whenever it's finished, rising in temperature. Okay, so I will immediately clean my steam wand and purge it. Thermometer. Okay, next step will be to do the caramel in the cup. You want to line the inside of the cup, just swirl it in there. It's kind of hard to tell. And it's not a whole lot, but it is a little bit. You can see that. And then the next step will be to pour your milk in. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and start my shots coming out. And I pushed the large button because I'm making a 20 ounce. I'll have a spoon to hold my foam back. And do not forget to leave enough room for your espresso. Put a little bit of foam on top. And then, see how I have enough room there? You're going to pour it straight in through the middle. And that is a caramel macchiato made with almond milk. You would follow the same steps if it was whole milk, fat-free milk, Breve, or coconut milk. Anything else you think I